It began with a simple traffic stop. On July 10, 2015, Sandra Bland, a 28-year-old black woman from Naperville, Illinois, had just arrived in Waller County, Texas. She was excited to start a new chapter in her life, having accepted a job offer at Prairie View A&M University, her alma mater. Her future seemed bright. But within 3 days, she would be found dead in a jail cell. Her death officially ruled a suicide, a conclusion that ignited a nationwide firestorm of outrage, protest, and endless questions. What really happened in the police car that night? Sandra had just driven nearly 1,000 miles to move into her new job. As she drove through Prairie View, she was pulled over by Texas State Trooper Brian Encenia for failing to signal a lane change. The encounter, recorded by both Encenia's dashcam and bystanders' cell phones, quickly escalated into a heated confrontation. Encenia ordered her out of the car when she refused to put out her cigarette. When she asked why she needed to exit the vehicle for a minor traffic infraction, he shouted, "I will light you up," while brandishing his taser. What followed was a chaotic arrest. Bland was wrestled to the ground, her head slammed, and she was handcuffed. She was heard telling the officer she had epilepsy. A bystander video captured her screaming, "You slammed my head into the ground. Do you even care that I have epilepsy?" She was taken to the Waller County Jail, charged with assaulting a public servant. According to the police report, officers claimed Bland had been combative. But the videos painted a different picture, and questions began to swirl. During her 3 days in custody, Sandra Bland made several phone calls. She contacted friends and family, trying to arrange her $500 bail. She left voicemail messages describing her confusion and fear. Jail surveillance footage later showed her walking around, appearing calm, though subdued. But on July 13th, she was found hanging in her cell with a plastic trash bag. Authorities quickly ruled her death a suicide. Her family vehemently disagreed. Sandra had never shown signs of being suicidal. In fact, she was looking forward to her new job and had posted a video on Facebook just weeks earlier, talking about turning a new page in life. Her mother, Geneva Reed Veal, described her as vibrant, outspoken, and filled with plans. What struck many as strange was the way the case was handled. The booking photo showed Sandra in a jumpsuit, but some speculated whether the photo had been taken posthumously. The angle of her body in the picture and the absence of visible background details fueled conspiracy theories online. Others questioned how she could have hung herself with a plastic trash bag when jail policies strictly prohibited items that could be used for self-harm. Protesters began gathering outside the Waller County Jail. The hashtag #SayHerName trended nationwide. Bland's name became a symbol in the Black Lives Matter movement, representing the growing list of black individuals who died following encounters with police under suspicious circumstances. The FBI launched an investigation alongside the Texas Rangers. In December 2015, a grand jury declined to indict anyone in Sandra's death. The following year, Trooper Encenia was indicted for perjury for making false statements in his report, specifically about the reasons for removing her from the car. He was fired, and the charge was eventually dismissed in exchange for him never working in law enforcement again. But for many, justice was never served. In 2019, a previously unreleased 39-second video emerged, taken by Sandra Bland herself during the traffic stop. She had recorded the encounter on her phone, providing a new perspective. The video had never been shown to her family or the public until then. It showed Trooper Encenia approaching with aggression, contradicting his claims that he felt threatened. Her family and supporters felt this video further proved she was targeted and mistreated. Sandra Bland's death also exposed deep issues within the Waller County jail system. Jail logs were allegedly falsified, claiming checks had been done when they had not. Surveillance footage had unexplained gaps. A 2016 report on the jail revealed a pattern of non-compliance with safety standards, including inadequate monitoring of at-risk inmates. In response, Texas passed the Sandra Bland Act, aimed at improving jail intake procedures, mental health assessments, and de-escalation training for officers. However, critics argued the final version of the law was watered down and did not include provisions related to racial profiling or traffic stop reform. Sandra's family filed a wrongful death lawsuit and eventually settled with Waller County and the Texas Department of Public Safety for $1.9 million. But the settlement came without any admission of guilt. The question remains: what truly happened in the back of that police car? And what led to the events in that jail cell? Was it a tragic suicide brought on by fear and trauma? Or was there more to the story that never made it to the public? To this day, Sandra Bland's name is invoked in protests, vigils, and calls for justice. Her story, captured in chilling video and haunting unanswered questions, continues to resonate. Because Sandra wasn't just a statistic or a headline. She was a daughter, a sister, a college graduate, and a woman who believed in speaking out against injustice. She recorded videos called Sandy Speaks, where she discussed civil rights, self-worth, and racism in America. In one video, she says, "I'm here to change history." Maybe she did. Her death may never be fully explained, but her voice, defiance, and memory have become part of a larger movement. One that asks, how many more names will we have to say before change comes? Years after Sandra's death, communities still echo with her name. Her mother, Geneva, became a tireless advocate, giving testimony before Congress and working with organizations to ensure better treatment of inmates. Documentaries, podcast episodes, and university panels continue to revisit Sandra's story, trying to piece together what went wrong. A mural of her face now stands in Prairie View, not far from where she was pulled over. Painted in bold colors, her eyes stare out with the question that has never been answered. What if the traffic stop had never happened? What if she had been allowed to drive on, finish her journey, and walk into her first day at Prairie View A&M with her head high, full of promise? What happened in the car that night was more than a confrontation. It was a flashpoint in a broken system. It brought together racism, mental health, police violence, and the human cost of indifference. And it left behind a silence so loud that people around the world couldn't ignore it. Sandra Bland's story is a scar on America's conscience. It is a story of what was, what could have been, and what must never be allowed to happen again.